Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you all are doing great today. Happy Friday. If you're watching this the day I posted. If not happy, whatever other day of the week it is, I hope that you are doing well. Um, I got these from Amazon no, I think it was Temu last year, I believe. Um, and it's quite a few of the stencils. And I thought we would just have a little go at playing with them to build up some things on some tags or something. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to finish that today. This one piece is going to bug me because it's broke. But I do want to just use a regular sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and I'm going to be using this green oasis. Green oasis is very green. I should have cast it off first, but I didn't. I didn't really want to do that anyway, so it's okay. So I hope you all are doing well. I don't have a true plan for this craft that we're doing today. So I want to tell you all that today, I'm going to try and come up with segments, the groups of things that I could do. While I am I guess a primary card maker, I consider myself to be an overall crafter in some aspects because I do like doing other things. And I want to try a few other things. You can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm just holding this down. I started to tape it, like, that would have made more sense taping it down, but I didn't. And this is the one that's open. So, does this whole entire piece of paper need to have this on it? These flower leaves on it? Not all of it, but I would like for a good majority to be on there. So that's what we're going with. But I do have some DIY things that I want to share with you all. I've been, I haven't, I purchased the stuff a while back, just never did it. So there we go. So it stencils out lovely, and I love the variation of dark, 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 light, things like that. So now what I want to try and do is do this glue for example, and I just want to take this and hold it down. I'm just going to attempt to rub the ink off the stencil that's already on the stencil and rub it from the stencil onto the paper. I don't want to get tempted, so that's why I'm going to close this lid off. I hope your summer has been going well. My summer, sadly, I have 1 month before school starts today. Today is the 1 month mark before school starts. And I am super excited and very nervous. I have not a lot, I have a few administration friends, are non-teachers, but they work with kids, if that makes sense. Like they're not in the classroom teaching full time. They could teach sometimes, but they're not always in there. And I've been talking to them about a few of my angst. And so I feel reassured by some of their comforting educational words. And some are like, nah, I don't know. This area is not like your area. You see, we used all of this, probably the stuff that's on here too, to get that. So that's cool. I probably will end up washing this one off. Just rinsing it. From what I've been told, you just rinse it with warm soap water. Warm soapy water will get you, I won't say a clean, clean one, but it won't be dirty anymore. which is good. And now we're gonna go ahead and take this and I'll cut this off. Went to the Dollar Tree yesterday, um, and I got some chips. And my son wanted some toys, some little building block things, and I got those for him. And I saw a few things in there, and the prices are crazy. I saw this. I'll show you. I'm gonna make something similar to it. I was like, I am not spending $1.50 on this. So this little calendar thing is a 3 panel. I was like, I could probably do that and make it okay looking. And then this one. So I think we're gonna try to make a book at some point with these on there, maybe, and go from there. We'll see. That's the plan, at least. That is the plan. And they have school supply stuff, which the Walmart that I went to did not have. But I'm not spending $1.25 on anything from the Dollar Tree for school supplies, unless it's specifically at the Dollar Tree that my son wants something. I'm even gonna probably go to Walmart and get some things to make him a few unique items. So I'll share those with you all, as long as it doesn't have like his name on it. All right, so now let's go ahead and uh, yeah, let's fold this in half. This green is so pretty. Very, very pretty green. All right. So we have that down. I guess if I was going to try and use one of the a paper pad that I had recently got within this year, so that's recent, huh? But I just chose to not use it, you know. So I'm gonna use this bicycle. So what I'm trying to say about the other stuff, I'm all over the place, is what I want to do is try to pick out a theme and do 2 or 3 projects in that theme, and then come back and do something in another theme or another style or format. Like maybe today I'll pull out 5 embossing folders or 7 embossing folders, and that'll be our focal point, embossing folders. I don't think this is going to work now that I'm looking at it, and that's okay. I think we need something a little bit more tropical, and the stuff I pulled out is not tropical. It is very quote unquote inspired. So we'll put this to the side and we'll come back to that and do some other stuff. So let's go ahead and cut out. Oh, hold on. All right, so this sticker set won't work, but I did pull these out as well. And all things work for good of those who love him. So this is a inspirational. It says copyright 2021, and it came from Hobby Lobby. So let's see. I have been sitting here trying to figure out a few things lately, and every time I think of something, I always tell myself, why are you doing that? Like, don't get into that mindset of, what happened? You have to accept things as they are and move forward. So we're going to put this, I think we're going to use a darker one. And this, I think this will work good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, I did have some flowers over here, but you know what? I don't know what I did with them. This is the bad part about cutting your dang on nails. It is crooked, and I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm not gonna fight with it. Every good and perfect gift is above. It's from above. That's good. I want to use these in a project later on, and I wanted to make some tags. So like these will work good in the project that I want to use. So that it's semi-plain right now, right? But we'll spruce it up. And sometimes it doesn't have to be super fancy to get our point across of what we're trying to say and do. But we'll have four. So we use that one and this one. So set this to the side. I had bought a Etsy SVG a while back, and the person that I had purchased it from, I had contacted them and asked them what were the dimensions, and they didn't have dimensions. They told me to watch a YouTube channel. I said I'll never buy another Etsy thing like that again. And so I didn't. And this one says, He works all things for the good of those who love him. Romans 8 and 28. And this one says, But those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. Isaiah 40 and 31. Hobby Lobby has a lot of religion things in the store, and I know that what they stand for because I never see like a Halloween section. It's always 4th of July, back to school, fall, Christmas, New Year, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. It goes in that cycle. So I never really see any Halloween stuff. They have some paper pads that have Halloween sheets in them, but not a true Halloween section. Like if you go to Michael's, I'm sure I haven't been to Michael's in a while, but I'm sure they're gonna start having all kinds of spooky things out. The little witch laughing, what however she does it. This is so thick. If I glue this down or tape it down, right, I'll be cutting off this thing. So I think I'm gonna leave that alone for now. And then I had used this punch and punched out a few sheets. Where are they is the question. Let me find them real quick. Okay, so I could not find it, but I wanted to share with you the first one that I did. I couldn't find it, so I did these two, and then I had the little tiny sides. So I took another one and I redid it, and I punched the edges first, and then I opened it up in the middle, and I got two more. So I got six out of this thing right here, this little envelope. Then I went to put my paper punch back in the spot that I got it from, and I tossed it behind the desk. And I won't be able to get it to show you all that piece again because it's that way on the floor underneath a lot of junk. So anyway, I had thought that this would be good to show you all how we could use up some papers that you may not be very fond of so we can get a few little extra traces or elements of crafting out of it. So, as an example, I will be using these, but we could, if you wanted to, you could take your butterflies. If you have butterfly, any stickers that you have, you could take and use. And I have pulled these out as well. Like this Kiss Me one will probably work really well in this particular setting because it is pretty big. Or the perfume bottle would go well. You could always take your um, colors, paint them up. Now you can do a lot of stuff with this so it doesn't look so like that. So, what's the word? Plain, not plain. That it looks like this. So let's get some stuff. So as an example, we could use our paint pen. I have this Craft Smart Go before use whole cap. Already used that remove cap. Repeat already. So I've already primed it. But normally what you would do is just push this down and then let the ink flow down to it, and then you use it like that. But let's just say we wanted to do some painting on here with our other. Let's not get the acrylic paint out, right? Let's just put out a brush. And this is goldish as well. You can just do this really quickly. You can write some words. We're gonna do one. I'm not really good with embellishments, so I wanted to attempt to get them, do some stuff. That's why I've been trying to do tags because I do plan on making stuff. I want to make things for gifts versus not, and I want to have them on time. And when I tell you all what I'm about to say is very weird to me. Whenever I feel like, okay, I've gotten above this thing, something else will happen that is equally crazy and or annoying to try to figure out. Now, while it's easy to go shopping, right? You just get in a vehicle, walk, or and you go into the store and you can just spend money. But when it comes to creating, if my mind is not, if I'm having a bad day, my crafts are not the best. I hope that makes sense. Um, it's kind of like, oh, bad day central, bad day, bad day, bad day, and my mind is only focused on that. So, as I've told you all, every month something major has happened. We're in July again, something major has happened. Um, and I have no control over it. And I think that's the part for me that is really a struggle. I can't control any of what is going on at the moment. I just have to ride the beat out, right? Like ride the wave. And because some things are not in my hand, I have no control over. So I'm just sitting here, kind of like, okay, let's see where this is going to lead and where it's heading to see how it's going to work out. So while for the most part everything is okay, it's not. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And I think because I'm such a feeler, like I have feelings, deep thoughts and feelings, I struggle a lot more than I realize at times. And then other times I'm okay. And then if I start to sit back and reflect, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's not good. And did I get upset about that? Because a lot of things has lately decided to take up space in my brain and live rent free. We need them to pay the bills. All right, so we're gonna put this to the side and we're gonna come back over here to this one right here. I missed the spot. There we go. So we're not gonna do a bunch because I need to kind of flesh this out a little bit more. But I wanted to. Ooh, 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 ooh. This is gonna be journaling spot, so we cannot mess that up. But I wanted to do the gold because we have gold butterflies, right? Well, the butterfly has gold foiling, I should say. And let's do this purple. And what I'm going to do is take out the black marker, the paint marker, I should say. And hopefully, let's see if this will work first. Yeah, this is a Jot Dollar Tree fine liner. Can you see it? Not yet, huh? Some of you are like, why did you cover up that beautiful pattern? And some of you are like, finally, ooh, don't worry, it's a few more cards over there like that. So now you can see the little outline a lot better. Um, I'm being dried out the marker, not putting the lid on properly. So I think we're gonna go with this pink as well. Snatched it off a little bit too rough there. And you all know I like postage stamps, so this is could be a good mail ephemera um, craft. And hopefully we didn't get the paper trait thingy. Okay, good, good, good. On the other side, I don't know how acrylic marker and paint, no, alcohol marker and paint go. If this is going to absorb it or not. Okay, let's get these out. I had wanted to get some Stabilo markers. I had saw this lady who's an artist showcasing those at one point. I never did. So this is a white one. We're going to cover this up with just a flower like that. And here we go. The top. Where's our last one? We have six. Well, we have more. I can't find other ones. But in general, we have six. Hello. There we go. Okay. So we're going to have to cut Hello Spring off. So Hello Spring. Although spring has sprung, right? We're full-fledged summer, heading right into fall. July is not playing, okay? July is not playing. July is like, listen, I got somewhere to be. It's not here with y'all crazies. Whew. July has definitely came in and we're almost mid-month already. That is weird. I never really paid attention to how quote unquote fast time flies until I had a little one. All right. So this is what we created today. These journaling cards, spiritual journaling cards. We did stencil, then we just put the sticker on top, and this will be the back for the person to write in. And I think we can make a few tuck spots in the book that we're gonna make. And then this Hello Spring will not be in the project, but I wanted to go ahead and use these up. And then these will also be little postal ephemera. And so you can barely tell that we painted over this, but you could tell that it's been painted. Give it a little funky look. And I think I like the fine liner outline better. So that's just something to keep in mind if you decide to do something similar to that. Apologize for the glare. I want to say thank you all for watching. I hope that you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting!